As I normally do when I attend these forums, may I be allowed to say a few words in the vernacular? Oyasaka. Turang sakatigoy na batulebu. Masana mamulebu na tinandir tiku sartalangana may nalangi. Na mumuna tinawaka. Kanto kay sakatigo na nimemi may songo sakatigo na nomro soso. Waga bitadi ni na singenday. Kena may witan no tegi ko na tuba lagi ni tete na nonda vanua kanto kai sakati ko na ni tigutan ngayon dai maro sakati ko na levo na matintu balat talanga ni sa road ko na nomuni trekta wa mbote ni na ronga tigo fa vola kasar na vital no na sakati ko na singen dai. I was just acknowledging the paramount chiefs of this area, Momona Tinandi and Momona Tinawaka, for allowing us to gather here today to talk about something that is of deep interest to us all, the potential of agriculture in our country. We all agree that it should be really a powerhouse of our economy, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be here in the presence of certainly the Momona Tinawaka this morning. To the Honorable Assistant Minister for Agriculture and Waterways, Honorable Thomas Nambuna, the Permanent Secretary for Agriculture and Waterways, Talatalaga Niwaswasile Bonandi, Turangatau, the New Zealand First Secretary, Excellency Adam Crichton, members of the Australian government that they may be present here today. I see presence from the New Zealand PTI here. And to all of you, private sector, and the farmers of Fiji, Nisa Andrevinaka Dolabina, and a warm welcome to you all. Also, if there are any New Zealand-based importers here, I do acknowledge your arrival as well here today. Also thought before I begin my formal remarks, just to firstly acknowledge the Honorable late Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Rayalu, who I am sure would have been so happy, who is so happy looking at us from above now, to see how we are continuing the great work that he started in agriculture. And I thought I'd just pay tribute to him again for all that he's done. And it is certainly my prayer that his legacy will cast a long shadow over how we continue to develop the potential in agriculture in Fiji. Also, just to re-echo the remarks of Excellency the First Secretary, in acknowledging certainly as a true son of Fiji, the Permanent Secretary, the late Permanent Secretary for the Civil Service, Mr. Parmesh Chand, who was called to rest recently, and acknowledge his contributions to our country. Again, on behalf of the government of Fiji, it's wonderful to see you all here, particularly the Western session for this Fiji mini trade forum. As we all know, the Western region is also rich in potential and has been home to hardworking farmers and enterprising farmers as well. So it is only fitting that apart from having a session in the capital city, that we do have one in this part of Fiji, because it's certainly the heartland of the sugar industry and of course agriculture more generally. Let us consider this. An estimated 60% of our agricultural produce has still yet to reach formal markets. And by that I mean the tier 1 supermarkets in Fiji and offshore. And it's not because of a lack of effort, but because There is lots to be done in terms of logistics, aggregation, access to market intelligence, and these are not fully aligned at this stage. But we all agree that certainly the meeting for the next 2 days and the meeting in Suva will be steps in the right direction. And that is, of course, from our perspective, this forum matters. Reiterating the declaration by the Assistant Honorable Minister of Agriculture on Monday, this forum is not an event, it is a movement. A movement towards a more inclusive, coordinated, and market-led approach to trade that will really fully transform and realize what agriculture should be in the Fijian economy, which is a powerhouse of the Fijian economy. We must be bold in our vision to transform trade in Fiji, and we must transition from a supply-driven model to one that is more responsive to market demand. This means planning production based on real-time demand, for example, aligning planting cycles and volumes with market data to reduce waste and improve margins. Meeting international standards, ensuring that our products comply with the regulations and certifications required in our key markets, and coordinating the full supply chain from farm to freight, creating an end-to-end ecosystem that is reliable, efficient, and transparent. Imagine a future where our farmers know next month's market demand figures just as well as their harvest schedules, where exporters can rely on consistent volume, quality, and timeliness, where a buyer in Auckland doesn't just want cassava, but wants Fijian cassava, because they trust our standards and our supply. Let us be clear. Markets reward consistency, not one-off deliveries, but maybe 10 tons every month, quarter after quarter. That is the kind of demand-led high-performance system that I'm sure the Ministry of Agriculture and Waterways is targeting, and be assured the Ministry for Trade is working right beside them. At the heart of this transformation is something that is very passionate to us in trade, and that is our MSMEs, small businesses, and cooperatives. The cooperative model, you will find, will be pushed a lot harder over the next few years. We've started when we got into office. Be assured, we will scale it up over the next few years and beyond. This will give us scale. It allows us to share infrastructure, while the MSMEs provide agility, creativity, and market reach. So that is why in the budget of the national budget, my ministry has been allocated a 36% increase in funding from the previous year to fund programs such as the Cooperative Development Fund, National Export Strategy, and the Integrated Human Resource Development Program. In total, in government, the government spending this year 160 million in small business across all ministries in the country. This is not charity. These are smart investments in people, in our people, who are ready to hustle and grow. Of course, let's not live in a glass house, or let's not sugarcoat it. We have challenges. The challenges remain. We are still seeing fragmented coordination, gaps in certification, and unpredictable supply. This weakens trust and limits opportunity. But we will fix it. To fix this, we are actively strengthening partnerships with the Ministry of Agriculture and Waterways, the Biosecurity of Fiji, NZMPI, Pacific Trade Invest, and Farmer Together, we will continue to streamline logistics, invest in certifications, and linking producers to structured markets. We are at the beginning of a very exciting journey. And I believe that the forum such as this will provide impetus to what we are truly trying to do in Fiji. One of the other things I thought I'd just share as well is what certainly the Ministry of Trade is trying to do with agriculture, is to create more commercial presence in agriculture in Fiji. So you may have heard that there are some big names that are starting to appear in agriculture in Fiji. Fiji Water is a Sri Lankan company that's about to start in Nandi. There's another Israeli company that's coming soon. And you may wonder, is this the big players coming to outmuscle the smaller farmers? Absolutely not, and you have my assurance on that. The reason why we're doing that is because that's the model that's worked in Fiji. Fiji Sugar Corporation has a massive sugar network. British American Tobacco has a massive network of farmers. And what we need to do in this country is gel commercial agriculture and farmers together. And once we create that supply, the powerhouse that we have been looking for, you will start to see rise in Fiji. And so you will see more strategic selection of commercial players to come in and not only set up their own establishments, but ensure that they start reaching into the farming community, work with, in the three entities I mentioned, they have worked with cooperatives all over the world. So they'll reach in, create cooperatives, and then we can have supply chain, market access reliability, and then some of the issues around logistics and the other issues start going away. So that's sort of the overall picture that you will see emerge, hopefully over the next few years. We're working very closely with the Ministry of Agriculture, and I hope when you hear big names be announced, don't be afraid. Your government is doing it to actually ensure that in time to come, you will no longer have to plant and then wonder where the market's coming from. You will know that somebody's going to come and pick up your produce when you complete your harvest. Some examples of successful stories in agriculture, and I just thought I'd share them. And Rekenivu, the ginger farmers in Tailevu, 10 farmers, 3 acres, 111.5 tons of ginger harvested, earning over 13,000 in just 6 months. Thanks to the training and partnership with one of the ginger farmers who are well known in our industry, Kaiming Agro. Fiji Organic Producers Association in Singotoka, a 20-member cooperative, is exporting certified ginger and vanilla under Pacific Organic Standards. Lovia Turmeric Co-op in Naitasiri, a grassroots enterprise, is now regularly exporting to New Zealand. These stories are not isolated. This is evidence of what is possible right now in Fiji. And with the right mix of knowledge, organization, and support from the Ministry of Agriculture and other ministries like ours, there is big potential to grow in Fiji. Trade, of course, is going digital, and so must we. Even our smallest producers now have the potential to reach global markets. We are actively supporting entrepreneurs and exporters to build e-commerce ready websites and digital storefronts, empowering Fijian businesses to showcase their potential, sell their products directly to international buyers. Right now, there's a young man in Loboni with his wife. They produce kava through a company called Heritage Kava. From Loboni, they pound their kava and market it through Amazon. That is already happening in Fiji. They have a solar plant up in Loboni in the highlands, so they dry all their kava there and export it. The reaching customers across the Pacific and beyond through digital transformation will break down barriers geographical barriers to New Zealand, Australia, USA, and Asia. And the use of digital tools like analytics and targeted marketing to adapt and grow, these are some of the things that we probably will see in the future. But presence alone isn't enough. We must also innovate. To compete globally, we will need to understand the changing customer preferences of our customers and staying well ahead of these trends. Package and brand our goods to reflect quality and origin, and meet the expectations of our buyers in Auckland, Honolulu, Singapore, and wherever we sell to, delivering quality, reliability, and service that meets global benchmarks. When Fiji innovates, we compete not just on price, but on story, on quality, and on trust. Trade, of course, is built on trust, and to succeed, we must build direct buyer relationships, honor commitments, and deliver value with consistency and pride. It's not just about one deal, it's about becoming the preferred, most trusted supplier. But this forum must also light a fire with all of us. Let us move from talk to action. Keep the dialogue going beyond this hotel. Translate the forum insights into actionable support. Back it all up with field-level practical assistance. And of course, to future-proof our economy, we need agility and resilience. That means flexible operations that can adapt to change, efficient systems that reduce waste and boost value, and smart partnerships, public, private, local, and global. And finally, we must all keep learning. Transformation is a habit. Through continuous training, peer mentorship, and knowledge sharing, we will raise a generation of export-ready, confident Fijian entrepreneurs. I hope this is not the last of these mini trade forums, Adam. And this will become a permanent feature in the Fiji calendar, because I can see how this transformative effort can really do some wonderful things for the Fijian economy. So with that in mind, let us honor our theme. The markets need it, Fiji grows it, let the hub make it happen. But let's not wait for perfect conditions. Let's be the generation that builds them. Let's shift from fragmented exports to sustained, predictable supply, delivering reliability to our trading partners. Bridge the last mile gaps from farm gate to the supermarket shelf, solving logistics and distribution bottlenecks, and turn this forum into a launch pad for a new era in agriculture and trade in Fiji. Trade is not just about numbers. It is about dignity, ambition, and shared prosperity. Let us carry that spirit from this forum into our policies, our partnerships, and our production lines. Nakasawa Levu, and I wish you all a very productive and inspiring two-day forum in the West. May God bless the Wananandi. May God bless the government of New Zealand. May God bless the Republic of Fiji. And may God bless you all, particularly the farmers who are here today. Nakasawa Levu.